Hey, howdy, hi. Turn that down a little more. Welcome back to MORIMENS. I have done genuinely nothing other than log in this last time, and I don't think that did much for me. I have some characters, but I truly do not know who would work well in a team. I know that, like, an all-chaos team apparently gets, like, a bonus. So I'll try this one, I suppose? Yeah. Be Mori on my men's. Just put some random bullcrap on everyone. Not the button I meant. It made me put this one on her, but really would rather put the poison one on. He doesn't have a counter mechanic. I don't know if these are good, probably not. But all Chaos Team is, I'm to understand, an okay thing to go for. What?
理論の授業は退屈ね。授業中はいつも最後の列でこっそり調査ファイルを読んでるわ。これドールには内緒よ。
I don't even have, like, the ability to level people up yet. Black dream. No oxygen to breathe, not even the faint light of a match. It is an absolutely pitch-black dream. Investigate it. This dream. Part 1. You wake in total darkness. It feels like a confined space. Small, dark, silent, cold, devoid of light, with thin air as if trapped inside a coffin. Fear overwhelms you. You struggle, pound, and shout, but escape seems impossible. Gradually, a voice sings in the darkness. With Charlie's tabby, fat and dear. Hello? Someone? Anyone? One day just vanished, disappeared. Feels familiar. Yes. You've been enveloped by this suffocating void before. He searched the wardrobe, checked the bed. Space grows tighter. Crushing pressure steals your breath. Your body stiffens, immobile. Check the basement, his friend had said. Only your eyes and throat still function. All around you, a faint, prickling pain spreads, as if insects were nibbling at your skin. No tabby where he looked anywhere. One, please help! He cried and cried in deep despair. Bearable. Till Charlie, too, was never there. Huh. Apostrophe till. Rare to see those. Your skin prickles as if insects gnaw at it, pain flickering faintly. A metallic taste floods your throat, silencing you, plunging the world into stillness. Is this what sleep paralysis is like? Glad I don't have that. I have a dog. I think that makes me immune? I don't know, I actually don't know if that's true or not. Somewhere, sometime, you've lived this before. The one who pulled you from the darkness last time was... Goth, wake up! Light erupts. Someone grabs your hand. You jolt awake, drenched in cold sweat. What was it? Another weird dream? Not sure. Okay, so it's not all voiced. Fair enough, it's a pretty small-scale project. I thought it'd be weird if they had everything voiced, considering Epic 7 only just started doing that. Since returning from Yakutsk, the dreams haunt you. Your own, others, dreams of the past even, glimpses of the future. Ramona, can we go to the key grave together? Yeah. You and Ramona walk silently in the key grave until you spot an ordinary yet unique gravestone. This is your tombstone. Ramona. Me, 7. 2 weeks to reveal episode 6. Oh yeah. By then, I ought to be able to at least do dailies in MORIMENS. I dreamed of the Yakutsk explosion. I dreamed of being buried under the rubble and you digging me out. I owe my second life to you. To Mythag. Finding you is a blessing for me and Mythag. Without you, everyone here would have been engulfed by Yatsut's disillusion cataclysm. Okay. They are giving a few more details about this event. Apparently it was mutual rescue there, which is cool. Still can't remember what happened before that? You shake your head. Oh, they actually wave it back and forth. Though that little line across there. I wonder if I need to turn on VSync. Yakutsk swirling dust, and Ramona's anxious face mark the start of your memories. Past life seems lost to the wasteland's explosion. Oh. You literally... Yeah, okay, amnesiac hero, pretty standard, but... She waited a hot second to talk about it. Your school physician, Dr. Sylvia, observed memory loss recovery occurs progressively. Social interaction and varied experiences may help stimulate recollection. Wonder if the more I play this, I'm gonna be like, wow, CZN is a cheap knockoff of MORIMENS, which would be a crazy conclusion to come to. Considering which one's got more money put into it. Have you composed yourself? William awaits our status report. Here's your mission briefing. Infiltrate Lillian's workhouse covertly, locate the missing investigator, Sean Anderson. Vanguard teams detected no high-risk cataclysm signatures outside the workhouse. Maintain operational caution. You'll be accompanied by Ramona and additional Awakeners. I know you can link multiple Awakeners at once, but considering the physical burden, you'll be accompanied by Ogier. Ogier? I forget. Who's already linked with you. Yes, sir. Shall do my best. Anything else we should know about Anderson's disappearance? This district represents the East District's most concentrated disappearance zone, with cases spanning 6 months. Investigator Anderson, being an East District native, likely uncovered critical leads. While resolving the disappearance cases would be ideal, you must keep your focus on locating the missing investigator. Time's critical. Sean's survival window narrows. Now go. May the silver key light your path. Thing is, if people are disappearing, but everyone's noticing that it's happening, that means it's not disillusion, right? I believe I'm understanding it right. Dissolution just makes it so basically any information about you just disappears. So no one even knows when that happens. Looks deceived. Okay. You and Ramona head to Lillian's workhouse, located in the eastern district of Londinium, for your first investigation as a new keeper. Everything will go smoothly, right? I'm gonna guess no. feel like Doll is probably pretty good. Ew, London. No, it's Londinium. It's probably not London. Realistically... both chorus characters, so I feel like I'd need to replace Ramona if I wanted to try to do this, but I feel like that's just gonna be worse. Almost makes me wonder if I should just be running the default team right now. Because these are specialized characters. One is actually the best of the starter units. I got that impression. Like, her ability seems really, really good, just being able to tutor out any card you want from your deck. Like, that just seems really good. And how her attack, if you use it, just scales up to being really, really strong by the end of the game. Or as the fight goes on. I feel like, he provides some shield, but I feel like Oye doesn't do as much. Lotan is the primary damage, obviously, but... My thing is, like, having 3 chorus probably ain't gonna work out for me right now. Tutor plus 100 Key Flare is kinda good. Yeah, this is good. Ramona is yeah, she's the starter unit who's just going to stay good forever. I only have voices in your head, which is useful. Yeah, like, alternatively, I could swap in Karen and Pharos and try to go all in on poison while I'm still really low leveled, see if that works. I don't know, let's try it. I think you apply poison a bit more consistently. Let's see. It's low level, I'm sure it'll still work. Just... thick humidity and decay choke you the moment you step from the car. Dizziness strikes, your ears ringing. Blurry images flash. Have you seen this before? Is it an illusion, or is this part of your lost memory? No road signs or signposts. Doesn't match the map. Londinium fact number 1. The East District's perpetual fog and convoluted alleyways routinely disorient visitors. I'll ask for directions. Meow. A kid in a tattered hood lounges by the road, dwarfed by their oversized cloak. Ah, I recognize you. Ogie walks toward the kid and gives a slight bow. Told you we're closed today. Need to go inside to find my sister. Kid doesn't even look at him. No, I just wanted to ask, do you know the way to Lillian's workhouse? What an oaf. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Did you say it again? Over here, I'll show you. Look, right around that corner. Super close. Oh, thank you very much! No, thank you, actually. Just rob him. Thank me? Okay, turns back, the stairs are empty. Hooded figure now lurks at the street's end, clutching his stolen wallet. Yeah. My wallet! Londinium fact number 2. The East District's most infamous greeting involves wallets vanishing without notice. Looks like we need to help Ogie. Let's go, Keeper. Final battle within X amount of turns. Carry at least 2 relics upon completion. I don't know what that is yet. Gift of kindness. Shadow of a child flickers past you. Can't discern whether it's a real child or a projection of some spirit in the domain. But you look at the box left of the ground. It has gift written on it, childish script. Innocent return gift. Laughter pours out of the box, and after the warm glow fades, you see a card with 3 stick figures. Silver-haired Ramona and blonde-haired Ogier. And you. Beside it, a line of text reads, Thank you all. What was that? Innocent Return. Awakener with the lowest Aliamus gains 30 Aliamus, Exhaust. Huh. Didn't go far when the children, who were just fooling around, quickly gathered in front of you, blocking your way. Kind sir, spare some change. Main, pench, anything? We might consider it after you take your hand out of Ungath's pocket. The child bolts. Need to give these unfortunate brats a small lesson, don't you think? Seem to be in cahoots with the brown-hooded one. Alright, let's go. Standing up for justice is a civic duty. Let's beat the hell out of some children. Small lesson? Or else give them a black plague. Thinking. Kill that kid. Lock. Nah, I couldn't have really controlled it. I think it's actually worth it to hold on to that. Oh. Yeah, poison might be really strong in the early game, if it applies to every enemy at once. After defeating an enemy, you can choose to Orison, spend Black Sigil at D-Mark to make purchases. Orison grants different additional effects to specific command cards. Each specific command card can be inscribed with Orison only up to 1 time. Apply Orisons to your most frequently played command cards to maximize the effect. Okay, what do these do? Played, recovered 1 Arithmetica. Essentially a net 0, that's kinda good. When played, inflict 2 temporary strength down on all enemies. That's kinda nice, although I feel like this card might be less likely to use. When played, gain 4 shield. Okay, double the shield gain on this thing. Or this costs nothing. I feel like if I'm playing shield, I just want more shield out of it. Like, that just seems reasonable. Streets of the East District are intricate and complex. You soon lose sight of the children. Just when you begin to lose hope, a mysterious woman approaches you. Know where the children have gone. Before I tell you, could you do me a small... Wow, that scrolls really slowly with the wheel. Favor? Pulls out a piece of paper and smiles at you kindly. My name is Clementine, psychologist conducting a psychological investigation on the residents of Londinium. You could simply fill out this questionnaire. Be more than happy to provide you and your companions with some assistance. Sure, why not? That's so. Very interesting. Folds away the questionnaire and points you in the direction the children had gone. Hurry away, nearly missing the whisper behind you. Looking forward to when we meet again. I can engrave again, right? Increase all other Awakeners' Aliamus by 5. Awesome. When played, draw a card. If I'm playing defense, I feel like... maybe. Vulnerable. Inflict a turn of vulnerable on all enemies. That actually would stack really well. Aliamus gain is really good, though. Again, I think, like, cards I can use very frequently, giving them a good, decent effect is just good. Black Sigil. I assume that's my in-thing currency.
出社戦闘命令を
Didn't do much. Again, I feel like I should save this until I get both effects. Howie. Minor injury, nothing serious. Take 1 damage, draw 1 card. Moved when discarded. I think I'm good, actually. Queen Sword wouldn't quite kill right now. Get our heal up. And get poisoned. Hey, what do we got here? Blade, draw a card. It's probably good, but with arithmetica limits, that just seems a little iffy on anything that has a cost. Blade, shuffle an insight into the draw pile. Obtain 1 arithmetica and draw 1 card. That's pretty cool. Inflict a vulnerable on all enemies. This just giving me draw and energy later seems pretty good. Lot. Yeah, runs anxiously past soot-stained brick walls caked in Londinium grime. Just an investigation job with my lord. Can't afford any... Yeah. An iron door opens. Ah, sure enough, there she is. And a woman in white suddenly comes into view, colliding head-on with Ogier. Uh-huh. Sorry, are you alright? And Ramona finally catch up with Ogier. Sorry, we... Huh. Psychologist handing out surveys earlier? You remember me? What an honor. I'm fine. This young mister didn't mean any harm, no? I'm so very sorry. Failed to notice the surroundings. Clementine offers a gentle smile, brushing imaginary dust from her clothes. He nods and graciously glides away. Meow. Above, a rusted iron sign reads, Lillian's Workhouse. Board guard slouches beneath it. So we're here. Let's go inside and take a look. You remember to disguise Lord Ash and his younger brother? Of course, dear Mary, my housekeeper. At your service, Miss Mary. That'll have to do. She's the housekeeper, dude. You're not supposed to... I don't think 1 HP is necessary. Let's rouse. I like that there's an alternative if you have good healing. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is how rouse works. You have to get it on someone. I feel like her rouse seems good on paper for very long fights, but then again... Ramona's is also quite good. I want to do poison, so let's do poison. D-mark. Okay, let me see. Counter Relic. Turn start, the Awakener with the lowest Aliamus gains 15 Aliamus. 2 cards are played consecutively with a lower Arithmetica cost than the previous card. Awakener with the lowest Aliamus gains 15. That's just really strong of constantly gaining stuff. Needs to be something within the oversaturated D-Slime. Use the Silva Key. Final battle. I actually didn't get enough artifacts, I don't think. You exit the alley, reaching the workhouse's iron gate. A greasy-faced man lounges on a bench, black stick at his waist, a dark pipe in his mouth. You notice a small black mark on the man's arm. Triangular wound that resembles a tiny abyss, oozing viscous dark fluid. Ramona clears her throat, stepping forward just like a haughty butler. Good morning, sir. Please inform the house a guest has arrived. Before she can finish, the guard's body contorts. Black slime erupts from his chest, forming a monstrous mass that lunges. Ah, so much for that plan. Highest alert.
拙者戦闘命令を。
Well, I can at least defend.
はいはい。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
This will prevent... Actually, it prevents the 3 damage I'd take otherwise, so I think it's worth it. Let me say. Toad stew is nice, but... Take a lot of damage doing that. Let's start with this, because I'm pretty sure I want to play it. What? This... At least I can start really stacking up the poison with this thing. This'll hurt. That's okay. Do-do-do. Get poisoned, idiot. Right. Every turn this costs less and less, so... There we go. I think this is working out. Defend or... Actually, I think that'll be... That was some alimus. Get poisoned, stupid. Wowie, that hurted. But you got hurt more. Yep. Yeah, poison's good. Black creature roars, then collapses into sludge. What happened? Early dissolution erosion. Shouldn't happen this early. Shouldn't happen at all. 2 voices echo through the brute, resonating in your minds. Looks like artificial catalysis at work. Anonymous dissolution patterns potentially correlate with Investigator Anderson's disappearance. The workhouse may be targeted, possibly you as well. We'll be ready. Stay vigilant, Keeper. I will. Prop the guard's remains against the gate and enter. Ugh. Around the corner, a white figure flashes by. There. We must get back before they meet Miss Sarah. Sneak in through the kitchen window. Those people can help. Do not resist their arrival. No! Those people won't be daunted by what's happening here. I promise. No. We can't involve more people. It's dangerous for anyone who gets close. You know that. Mr. Anderson. What?
プロのメイドがご主人様のために悪人を含む汚いものをまるっと掃除しちゃいますよ。
My 3 stars for investigation badge and all sorts of cool stuff. Case closed. I win. Hebra level up. Level 2. I found the hidden thing. What's this achievement thing? Final battle within 10 turns. Carry at least 2 relics upon completion. I'll probably have to come back to do that. I'm sure when I'm really high leveled, I won't care about getting the really expensive one. I can just get 2 small ones. I probably could have done that anyway, because the relic didn't end up doing anything because I didn't use anyone's stuff. Each chapter's investigation event has a resonance. You can provide powerful assistance during investigations. Clearing a chapter for the first time will reward you with materials to upgrade resonance. Consumable materials can be used to activate the resonance effect. Resonance will appear at nodes on the map. Moving to a resonance node will grant you the resonance for this exploration. Okay, what's this? Use Innocent Returns gift to restore plus 10 Alimus. Okay. It extra effects to this card. What other stuff? You can target any Awakener. Okay, I can target, so I can choose, like, one who'll get their ability off right away. That's cool. It now costs 0. That'd be cool. Special nodes, 3 of the Orisons, Vulnerable, Weakness, Finesse, Computation, and Bastion will appear randomly. Choose one to assign to Innocent Return Gift. Oh! And advanced versions of that for the 2nd level. Innocent Return Gift will be consumed after being used 3 times in boss battles. Oh, you can use it a bunch in a boss. Okay, that's all cool stuff for being able to upgrade your abilities. Ghost Underground. Ghosts lurk in the shadows, whether it be underground or within the human heart. Your party enters the workhouse. From a distance, you see a nun leading several children and workers, lined up to wait for you. Good day, Lord Ash, Miss Mary. I'm Sarah, the matron here. The workhouse demands much of us, and I'm sorry we couldn't greet you at the gate. Irritated by the lack of echoes, she frowns and nudges a distracted girl. The girl jolts, then bows to all of you hastily. Welcome. We prepared some snacks in the canteen. And this is... Yay's presence puzzles Sarah. He looks at you, waiting for an explanation. This is my younger brother, Ogie, one of the heirs to my family. Lord Ash desires young Master Ogie to develop a comprehensive understanding of the East District's conditions to facilitate effective reforms upon assuming control. Ramona remains composed, delivering rehearsed lines flawlessly. Yet Ogie's face is turned completely red. As expected of Lord Ash's young heir, taking on such significant responsibilities at such a young age. In the workhouse, we have children around his age barely capable of serving porridge. Please don't say that. Ramona clears her throat and quickly changes the subject. Hence our longitudinal field study in the East District. Lillian Workhouse serves as our initial research site, where we expect full transparency from the matron. Mona briefly recounts the guard's violent outburst, omitting dissolution. Were you aware of that, Miss Sarah? That one of your guards just attacked us? I can't believe it! That guard, he definitely isn't from our warehouse. We don't have anything worth stealing, so why hire security? Her awkward tone betrays the lie. But, Miss Sarah... Sarah deters the girl with a glare. The girl clearly panics. Ah, abusive orphanage. Classic. Silence, Aegis. This is grown-up business. Girl stares at her doll with pursed lips. Silent. Fine. Have someone take care of his body. Cover him with a cloth so the rats don't gnaw on him. Then she turns to you. I beg your pardon. When the doctor arrives, I'll ask them to assist with the burial. Doctor? Well, see, we have quite a few children here. Thanks to the generosity of our sponsors, we've been able to hire some doctors for regular examinations. That is the face of someone lying and panicking. About time for the next physical checkup. Someone just died. Shouldn't we call the police? Shouldn't we call the police? I feel like that got cut off there. Alas, you see, this is the East District. Even during the disturbing Ripper case, alluding to Leather Apron from Hell, merely sent someone to collect the bodies with no further action taken. People like us, getting enough food on the plate is all we can hope for. Don't have the luxury to mind much else. Having said that, Sarah leads you into the workhouse. Behind you, the workers quietly formed 2 lines, flanking you like wardens. One sec. Up a little. Or jail guards. That's what a warden is anyway. Like, I feel like that's two very, very, very similar things, and trying to contrast them with each other is... It makes me think you don't know what either one means. Mona murmurs under her breath. Londinium fact number 3. In the East District, human worth remains unquantifiable, or it doesn't exist. Well, no, then it is quantifiable. It means 0. Like, I don't know who told you a lack of something is something that can't be qualified. No, you just quantified it. It's 0. That's a number. The silent corridor. A door with a metal nameplate slowly opens. A mouse slips through the crack, glances around, and squeaks twice into the shadows. Weak. Clear. It's exactly what you said last time. Been in real trouble if it hadn't been Igus. Londinium's greatest thief, self-proclaimed, Jenkin. Jenkin peeks around the corner, confirming the corridor is empty, then slips through the door and closes it behind them. Whatever you say, Brown's the smartest. Let's see what that witch is hiding. Rings, necklaces. These all gold? Even buy, I guess, candy saying no money. Stacking up all this shiny stuff for herself. Key, perfect. Now we can get in and out of other places easy. Really think that sponsor. Now we can investigate this place proper. Easy, Brown. We've got time. This is a ledger. Mac, male, 5 years old, 10 florins. Diana, female, 23 years old, 5 florins. Oh, they selling people. Are they selling people at this workhouse? Brown shrieks a warning as the wooden door groans. Sarah finds an empty office. He slides a palm-sized slip into the drawer, slams it shut, and hurries away. Once she's gone, Brown darts from the potted plant's shadow. Jenkin creeps forward and pries the drawer open. Student ID? John Anderson. Are these the same marks on that dandy boy's fancy wallet? Sarah does know something. Brown. Stay cool. Gotta keep my head straight. Checked it all. My sister's name isn't in that ledger. We got plenty of keys. I'll open every door in this place if I have to. No evidence can hide from me. Hold on, sis. Oh. Whoop. Darn, this is the last room. Pitch black and empty as a politician's promise. Leaving with nothing, Brown. What? Under the floor? Yeah! Flashbang! Megan hesitates for a moment, but gently lights the lantern. He turns the flame down and leans closer to the ground. Line of ants marches in an orderly formation into the wooden crack. Jenkins pries off a few nails and lifts the plank. Underneath lies a 25-inch square iron cover. Jenkins tries all the keys. None of these work. Did we hide another key somewhere? Presses her ear against the iron plate, listening for sounds from the basement. Is this the ghost of the workhouse Igus told us about? Faint footsteps echo outside the door. That's it, Brown. Can't handle her alone if she's got a ghost in her pocket. Needs someone who scares her. Jenkins hides in the shadows, peeking out from behind the potted plant. In the hallway, Sarah is obsequiously introducing the financial status of the workhouse to the visitors. Those the sponsors Igus mentioned? Jenkins nods thoughtfully, slips away from the dark storage room while no one is looking. Behind her, the partially unfastened floorboards reveal a dark fissure, silently awaiting the visitors. Nonsense going on here. Psyche Deep Dive. Okay, this is where I can learn more about characters. I'm okay right now. Dissolution Ruins. Rose script hunting, potion tempering unlocked. Okay. Unlock dailies. Claim rewards from event activities here. Can claim those too. Follow the Musk Ramen. Right. The 2 on it, which made me think there was something else to deal with. Ending in 25 minutes. Noted. I didn't buy the first one. Okay. Stakes of Wisdom. Team Unique. Your exploration starts, shuffle 1 Stakes of Wisdom into the draw pile. Toss 1 Arithmetica. Shuffle all command cards in hand randomly into the draw pile. Shuffle command cards have a 13% chance to take effect 1 additional time when played next. For each command card shuffled in, all Awakeners gain 2 Aliamus. Retain, Exhaust, Innate. You always start with it in the hand. And hang on to it for a hot minute. Just go through all these, get my free stuff. Ego Dissection. All of the yeah, I think this is a thing I'm just gonna not be able to have time to do. Keeper level up. Have been logging in. Proto Paradise. Da-da-da. Awaken stuff. Those Ostramen and Dissociative Patients. What the hell? Oh, 24, he's like 4 different characters? That's weird. Unnamed Poem. You ain't got no body outside your face. The Painter. Well, no reason not to do the trial. Okay. This artist uses human remains as medium. His macabre creations provide various spiritual enhancements to his team. As he sketches, he accumulates creative energy. Once his inspiration peaks, it erupts in a frenzied artistic banquet. In this stage, a level 50 Pikmin enters the battle alongside Lotan, Ogier, and Dahl. Each turn, Pikmin gains additional 100 Aliamus, while other allied Awakeners gain 30. Next command card plays this turn has Arithmetica cost -2, gain 21 strength. This turn, the final damage, shield, and healing from other Awakeners exalts plus 15%. There were 3 skills of deployed Awakeners, Painted Orisons. 1 to add to your hand, granted Exhaust and Retain. Guy's crazy as hell. Da-da-da.
この絵の中で新たな誕生を見届けろ。
Da-da-da.
この色はどうだ。
Yeah, this would actually heal for a lot. Who needs healing, though?
逃げ場はない。
This is gonna hurt a lot. Truth and delusion.
狂気だ
Da-da-da. Inspiration, I guess? Like, sure, why not? Embryo. Awakeners. Assume this on Exalt Trigger Devour. Play. Awakener gains 30 alien miss and 10% crit rate this turn. I think I need to read way more about how this guy works to understand him. Da-da-da. Enemy turn. Ah. Lots of them. Da-da-da.
断りを解き明かす補給を
Weakness. Yeah. Truth and delusion.
狂気だ
Da-da-da.
僕は盾として主君を守る。
世界を解き明かし人類の知性を知らしめる
観念しろ。勝利は我のもの
Beast of Chaos. Really just spamming this crap. Weird special battle. Locked. Keep having delusional truth. Just spam this shit every turn, why not? Give me 100 of it per turn. Why not use it? Enemy will be hitting this turn.
補給を
The hub. Insight. Insight. Right. Blade of Defiance. Let's finish on these. I feel like I'm playing way above what I can handle. Just keep being delusional, my guy. Nationality, truth, and reality. All of her hit counts increased by 1. Pretty good. Cut down your strength for how many times you're about to hit me. Owie. I feel like I'm missing something, yet I'm still not dying, so maybe not. Did say all of her hit counts. A lot of strength down I keep inflicting because it's funny. Truth and delusion. Yeah, if I could use, like, at least 2 exalts every single turn, I imagine a lot of teams would suddenly just work okay. Yep, okay, it took it a minute to realize I was victorious. Wow, he's complicated. I don't even fully understand half of what I just did, but... let's see some of these other characters. The list 4 song cards feature distinctive... Okay. Distinct effects. Trigger a leap to enter one of 4 emotional states. Happiness, anger, grief, or fear. State grants unique bonuses to all Awakeners. Or is Exalt receiving enhanced effects. This trial, try out level 50 Horla and Lotan, skill level 5 and Enlighten level 3. Enemy will gain enhancements on the first turn. Let me read what this stuff does. Know what the happiness emotional state... I don't know what any of the emotional states are. Happiness. Alien myths generated by all Awakeners increased by 21%. Arithmetica and command cards at turn end can be retained until the next turn. Splendid Chapter generates more alien myths. Be good for how hard I'm about to get hit. Fear. All Awakeners strength gain, counter gain, poison inflicted 21%. Strength generation of Resplendent Chapters. Okay. 16 shield, 9 alien myths, inflict a stack of weakness on all enemies. Considered as a defense. And grief. All Awakeners shield generate HP recovery and strength reduction effect 21%. Enemy turn. That hurted. Prelude. Da-da-da. Stack of metaphor for each emotion Horla is not currently in. Oh wait, can you just be in all the emotions at once?
旋律が歌います見えます
Metaphor, da-da-da. One card, trigger, leap, consume all metaphors.
死の心解き放つ
これで
Da-da-da.
聞いてバラの棘に滴る
Blended
血は歌のよう
chapters.
燃えないよ
死ね
韻律が見えます
Lose boatloads of strength.
これ
Oh, hit them. Hard to tell what emotion she's in. Anger right now. Well, you only do have one emotion at a time. I don't know. No strong for you.
余韻が
死ねこれで
I don't know if I'm gonna end up winning this.
違え
I'm not sure. Feel like they're out damaging me by a very wide margin.
観念しろ勝利は我のものだ死ね死ね死ね
見えます聞いて燃えないよ
これで
I'm starting to hit. And extra turn. Awesome.
燃えないよ見えます余韻が歌います
はい観念しろ勝利は我のものだ
Alright, I think this is starting to work.
はい
バラの棘に滴る血
Blended
歌いよ
chapters. I feel like I need a friggin' textbook guide to understand everything that just keeps happening with this character. With a lot of them, actually.
はい逃げ場はない
見えます燃えないよ
Having a zero cost give someone alienness is pretty good, I think.
燃えないよ 聞いて見えます
観念しろ
Alright.
勝利
Just
は
keep
我のもの
spamming abilities. Yeah, I think we're winning.
はいはい
There we go. Had to build up such an absurd amount of strength that it didn't matter. Dissociative patient. This is both depressed and manic stance. Okay. Yeah. Starting in the depressed stance, right? Tell you what, I'm actually going to... I'm gonna do these off screen where I feel like I can understand better what's going on. I know what vulnerable does. Alright, back to story stuff, where I feel like I'm seeing something actually happen. Little detective will stop at nothing to find her. As you can see, despite our best efforts to shelter those in need, there's simply too many. At this rate, the workhouse won't hold out for much longer. Miss Sarah works so hard every day. She even sold her favorite things to support the workhouse. Please help us. The sight of their overblown act, especially Sarah's exaggerated theatrics, makes you sigh silently in frustration. That's when a small paper ball hits your head. And who the... You gesture to stop Sarah's anger, and unfold the crumpled paper. It reads... Into the backyard alone if you want your wallet back. Following the location in the note, you arrive at the backyard. Before getting close, you hear a childish voice murmuring near the base of the wall. Remember, sponsor's no good, you run and bring Igus. She's definitely sent to the sick madman by that wench. What madman? Oh! Why are you here so soon? I told you to come alone. The mouse scurries onto the shoulder of the hooded kid, nervously twitching its whiskers at you. That's not my wallet. I can't do this alone. Stop acting. See everything. White hair's pretending to be a butler. Blondie's been asking directions, and you? Standing there with your hands in your pockets. Think I can't tell? You're the boss. After all, there's no young master certificate in that purse of yours. Finken's hand flicks, pulling out a wallet from nowhere. It has a familiar texture and shape, embossed with the emblem of Mythag University. Ogier's wallet. Right, Brown? Hey, my wallet! Ogier hastily reaches for it, but Jenkins sidesteps, and the wallet vanishes like magic once again. That's rude, Blondie. This is how Mythag boys treat girls from the streets. Girl... you? You blind? Of course I'm a girl. A girl! Anyway, enough talk. You better listen and... Very well. We agree to your terms. In exchange, you'll take us to see those sick madmen you mentioned. Huh? Aren't you asking us to find someone in the workhouse for you? Now, who would that be? I haven't said anything! But you're going to. So I suggest we be honest and skip the pretense. You're investigating the workhouse disappearances, yes? Our objectives align. Mutual cooperation would prove beneficial. How did you know? Simple. You have nimble hands and loyal companions. It allows for a stable but illegal income. Ramona speaks while pacing habitually in the yard. Standard operational procedure. You execute primary actions while associates provide diversion and extraction. Profit sharing sustains the arrangement. Independent street life offers superior autonomy over institutional dependence. Unauthorized workhouse entry carries severe penalties. But why? What drives you to stay in the workhouse, even at the risk of fines or imprisonment? This pattern, combined with recent disappearances, suggests one conclusion. Someone you care about has vanished. You suspect workhouse involvement. Wow! Mona, detective-ish. It's just impressive. The girl stares blankly at Ramona for a long moment before reacting. Barely talked and you're following me like we're old friends. Including the wallet incident, we've documented 16 interactions. Combined with field observations, this provides sufficient data for comprehensive profiling. You're fine. Really something. Alright, Brown. The mouse she named Brown squeaks and leaps from the tree, tossing the wallet into Ogie's arms. Carry the sick madman and tell you what I know, but you... will help me take down that ghost of the workhouse and save my sister Mason. Mason? You follow Jenkin through the workhouse corridors. This came every Thursday to pick up laundry from this place. Probably caught that hysteria disease from their dirty clothes. Hysteria? Some charity doctor came by. Next thing I knew, she said she's getting treatment and then disappeared. Jenkin looks anxious. I don't get it, but lately, her face began to blur in my head. Sometimes her things help me remember, but it fades fast. Ah, she's disillusioned. She's disiluding? Is that the word? Moto suddenly stops and nods at you. I just stop. Weren't you gonna see those sick madmen? Regarding your sister's illness, we might have some leads. After submitting an information disclosure request via comms, Ramona turns to Jenkin and begins explaining dissolution. Jenkin, your sister exhibits a unique dissolution phenomena causing progressive erasure from collective memory. The body, identity, background, and social connections will all disappear completely without a trace. Those sick madmen's conditions resemble early dissolution symptoms. Your sister has reached advanced stages. I fear she... Jenkin, how long has Mason been missing? 27 days. Been counting every single one. Seeing Ramona's troubled expression, Jenkins sniffs. It's been long enough to lose hope. We street kids have instincts. I know she's still alive out there. Alive is one word for what she is. So, gotta hurry. Or I forget her face completely and walk right past her. Don't be sad. I'll help you find your sister. Remember once you see her. Ramona remains silent. Under her melancholic gaze, you recall the content Dahl narrated in class. The elimination of existence is the final symptom of dissolution, and the process is irreversible. Malady. At least 3 types of orson. Do that easy peasy. We'll go with our poisoners. I like this setup. Jenkin leads you through the backyard, pointing to a small, shabby hut in the corner. Through the window, you see Aegis bustling about. He carries a metal basin, hurriedly moving soiled bandages from the bedside to a pile of dirty laundry. Need anything? Seems to hear someone's call. Puts down the basin, bends over, and leans by the bedside. From your angle, only her soft voice remains audible. For Robert, please stay down. I'll bring you the water. Don't say that, you'll definitely get better. Then we can go to Drell Park and feed the pigeons together. Bang! Jenkin pushes open the cabin door. Aegis startles, almost spilling water on the patient in her panic. Look, the sick madman. Jenkin, how could you... Can't bring sponsors to the ward, remember? They see it then... You wink at Ramona. She walks over to Aegis, gently inquiring. Aegis, could you tell us why you can't allow sponsors into the ward? I mean, they're very weak, so... Aegis hesitates, glancing at the patients behind her and your well-dressed entourage, unsure how to respond. Seizing the moment, you and Ogier approach the elderly man on the bed. The old man is bound, hand and foot, with coarse cloth strips, secured to the bed. His body bears strange wounds like twisted stitches, unhealed flesh oozing dark, viscous liquid. Aegis, this inspection will determine whether we will provide financial support. Surely you understand that no patron wants their money wasted on fraud. Don't resist, they won't hurt you. Aegis calms after a brief pause. Takes a deep breath, and replies in a voice as faint as a mosquito's buzz. Miss Sarah said if the sponsors see those patients, they'll think no sum of money will make a difference. Don't listen to that woman. Sponsors will help us with a ghost of the workhouse. Looking for someone too. They'll find Sis. Word is just too dangerous. Her raised tone cuts off abruptly. She anxiously glances at the unconscious old man, then pulls Jenkin away from the bedside. What if you and the sponsors get infected? Aegis clutches her teddy bear, retorting nervously to Jenkin. Her white sleeves slide down, revealing horrifying black stitch marks. 2 swollen red grooves. Her slender arm is marred by a fissure like a giant centipede, its edges oozing black slime, evoking dread. Aegis, that wound. Aegis hurriedly pulls her sleeves together, shaking her head to avoid Ramona's gaze. She's got it already too. Dahl said the final process is irreversible, but... can you help with the early stages? It was when I accidentally fell down the stairs. These sutures don't correspond to typical abrasion injuries. They can see. Tell them everything. They are our last hope. We'll be in danger, we can't... Listen, Aegis. Full disclosure is essential for determining appropriate assistance. Beside you, the old man gurgles in his throat. His emaciated arm jerks suddenly, snapping the binding cloth. Keeper, watch out! Gift of kindness. Innocent return gift. Lot. Emperor Robert, why? Be careful, he's lost his mind. Black Sigil. Battle.
ドアの国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。海の狂気に気をつけて。今よ。これでどうだ。
Dang it. No, it was fine. Tentacles, also quite strong. What does this do? Blade shuffle an insight into the draw pile, which... nice. Vulnerable or weakness. Let's get insight. Event. A yellow-orange web floats quietly in the air. Its sparse holes far less intricate than those of its spider-webbed relatives nestling by the wall. Can't resist but to reach out. Fragile web dissolves instantly. Children's laughter echoes in your ears. Gold, silver, yellow, red. All the wallets are ours. Got no wallet. Ooh, more poison. Yeah, instantly, yes, take more poison. Wave of unfamiliar disappointment wells up in your heart. The illusory web gradually dissipates, revealing the path forward. Yep, the secret silver. That'll start.
徹底的に叩き潰すまで全力で戦うぞ。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。はい。今よ。これでどうだ。
Disilluted Rat King. Gross. Almost killed this thing outright. There we go. The game's so easy at this exact moment that it's like... Blade trigger 2 tentacle attack. I have tentacle stuff, sure. Rouse and Awakener. This one. Lots of tentacle. I also really like the tentacle mechanic, not gonna lie. Cat of unknown origin sits among the D slime. blurred body suggesting it belongs to the spirit dimension. Its indistinct projection gazes at Ramona with wise eyes, raises its white paw and beckons her. Let's just take the guaranteed black sigils. Da-da-da. Yep, I've got all the Orisons I need. Jesus! Black shadow darts from the corner, brushing past Aegis and crashing into the left wall. You focus on it. A disheveled man, barefoot, in charity clothes, his wrists and ankles marked by bindings. A few attendants chase after him, trying to pull him away. The man remains unfazed. He leans back and slams his head into the cold, hard wall. Behind you, Aegis gasps. Muffled sound of bone hitting brick increases in frequency, as the man continues ramming without showing pain. Blood splatters, leaving dark spots on the walls and floor. Step forward to help, the man suddenly stops moving. He takes a deep sniff, like a dog, then slowly and stiffly turns towards you. Blood trickles down his forehead. The swollen wound has split his skin, revealing a glimpse of white bone. He suddenly breaks free and lunges at you. Ooh.
出社戦闘命令。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。これでどう？
怖い。
Get poisoned. Iron pickaxe loosened. Enemies gone mad. Attack them to reduce the threat. For each attack, lose 1 temporary strength. Alright. Yeah. See here.
戻って。
よいしょ。
Preparing to deliver a heavy blow? Better prepare better than he's doing.
絶対にそこから帰る。海の狂気に気をつけて。は？
I honestly don't mind taking the damage. Because I can get all that back. Ouchies.
これでどう？戻って。
回って回って。
Violent fealty. Code stew. Yep, deaded. I like dots, and poison plus tentacle makes dots. So I'm tempted to actually use that other tentacle generating guy, just to do even more of that. Mona swiftly moves behind him, gripping his wrist with one hand and pressing his shoulder with the other. Twists his arm behind his back, restraining him firmly. Ghoti quickly steps forward and, with Ramona's help, binds his hands and feet with cloth strips. The man continues struggling, exposing a peculiar scar through his open collar. A deep scar runs across his chest, barely held together by twisted stitches. Black ooze still seeps slowly from the gaps. Rushed footsteps sound outside the ward. Sarah appears, out of breath, holding the door frame. Seeing everything settled inside, she relaxes for a moment, immediately frowns and turns to the girl cowering in the corner. Aegis, didn't I say no sponsors are allowed in the ward? Who would sponsor us if something happens to... What's going on? Turn toward the sound and find 2 people behind you. Alright, now who's this? One you recognize, the woman in white whom Ogier once encountered. Ogier? Mr. Rogers, Dr. Fairfax. Sorry, please have some refreshments in the lounge while you wait. I'll come and greet you once I'm done here. I'm not a stranger to this place, Miss Sarah. You don't have to. By the way, why is little Aegis crying so loudly? So sadly, did someone bully her? Wax sculptor. The big ol' hat. I'm fine, Mr. Rogers. Pressure of the matron's gaze makes Aegis swallow her words. Fast everyone looks at you, then disappears behind the door. Sorry for hiding the ward from you. Just can't risk any possible infection. Alas, let's not dwell on that. Allow me to introduce our long-term patron, the renowned wax sculptor, Mr. Rogers. This ward and the treatment of patients were all made possible thanks to him. George Rogers, nice to meet you all. Okay. Yeah. You freeze one hand to gently shake yours. The instant your palms touch, intense dizziness washes over you. Everything around you seems to dissolve, like melting wax. Even the person in front of you twists and deforms. Beneath the face, pale skeletons intertwine like vines. Whatever. Yeah. The eerie illusion vanishes in a few blinks, leaving only sharp buzzing in your ears. Was it fatigue-induced? You don't know. You only know this resembles what you experienced in the graveyard the other day. Every month, he personally comes to check on the patients. He's truly a great benefactor and a major supporter of our workhouse. Miss Sarah, you overpraise me. I'm just an ordinary person trying to do something for the world. Speaking of which, you mentioned you would visit with a friend. A sculptor has found inspiration and returned to the studio. These young ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Ash? Beg your pardon, I was distracted. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rogers. I'm Ash. My younger brother Ogie, and our housekeeper Mary. This is Jenkin. Huh? Where's Jenkin? He fucked off before the battle even started.
悪人を含む汚いものをまるっと掃除しちゃいますよ。
For level up. Yeah, I know what that is. I can visibly see it. More resonance. Make it targeted now. Okay. Manual unlocked. Manual. Okay, alright, like, achievement stuff. Growth record. Literal achievements. Yeah. Let's do a little bit more of this. Wheel of Destiny stuff. You'll have plenty of these. Or... I think any temporary stuff always uses the stuff. Yeah, all the other ones. So... I think we're missing Sangha, Celeste, and Kaikus. I think once I have one of each character, I'll start switching around to go to the other areas. Merge, Aged. Severin Scar. Wielder's Strike caused the target enemy to lose temporary strength equal to 6% of the wielder's attack. Trigger maximum of 3 times per turn. Frenzy, Hope, Exile, Land of Non-Existence. What is that about? Start of Expiration, add 1 defense of the wielder to the deck, increasing the shield of the wielder's defense by 22%. That seems not great. I feel like a lot of times you don't want to play your defense cards if you can help it. Unless you're really stalling out. But also, adding cards to the deck makes it harder to draw what you want. Just general card game rule. You want as few cards as you're allowed to have for your deck. Do. Well, no characters, I don't think. I want to do this until I get at least one person. Oh, here we go. Glad the rates are pretty forgivable for this. Alright, who's here? Celeste, she's called. You gotta have all the 3-star ones now. Celeste, what do you do? Spell a Blighten, restore HP, gain Arithmetica. Upon receiving lethal damage in this battle, revive and restore 20% HP. I mean, feasibly, I shouldn't be dying in the first place. Oh, she can trigger Tentacle. Just with her normal stuff. That's interesting. Only does a little bit of Tentacle damage. Power of Bile. Arouse. Gain Tentacle. For healing, increases 10%. When healing, gain 2 temporary Tentacle damage. Retain. Okay. Like, she seems like good for if you make a full-on Tentacle team. If she can trigger your Tentacles often. But, no. Heal 2, gain Arithmetica, and dispel hand stagnation state. Okay, and she also has Arithmetica gain. On a 0 cost. That's... yeah. Like, on an all-Tentacles team, I see her actually being pretty good. Or at least a Tentacle-focused team. Because she can trigger the damage a lot. She can gain you Arithmetica, that's good. And it's got a heal on it, too. And heal, temporary Tentacle damage plus 5, apply weakness to all enemies, trigger Tentacle damage to attack enemies, yeah. Yeah, she seems pretty good. Like, just a good way to trigger Tentacle damage if you really want to. I forget what Goliath does, I have him. Yeah, Goliath doesn't actually do that much Tentacle himself. Well, if I wanted to go all in on Tentacle stuff, Celeste might not be a bad idea. I could make like a full passive team. That could be pretty fun. Get Pharos up. Power up my people who are doing stuff. More achievements. Ooh. Free stuff. Yes, and for getting events. Teeny tiny amounts of silver. All these relics. More silver. This is cool. Yeah, new icon because of the thing. Ah yes, this is my daily stuff I should be doing. And, oh, they let you do trials for literally every character in the game. At least all the default ones. Just claim. What are these again? Highly sought after in Mythag store. I don't even know what these do. They're probably useful. Unspoken etiquette. 500 of those equals 1 universal dupe. Like any character in the game, period, you can just get a dupe of them for 500 of those? Like, even like the super limited event ones? You get hurt back in there? Alright. Mad at me? Bringing those people? No? I just didn't want you to be infected. Alright then. Jenkins dramatically spreads her hands, revealing 2 tiny candles in her palms. Here, one for you and one for me. We're good, yes? Agus's face pales for an instant at the sight of the candies. Oh, candies, not candles, blah. You get 1 for characters and 1 for weapons each month. Weapons? Is that what the equip stuff is? Or have I not even found weapons yet? Remember when we first met? I'll never forget. 10 days ago, East District, Londinium, Lillian's workhouse. They've known each other a week and a half. Darkness-shrouded East District. High night. Streetlights, moonlight, nothing penetrated the fog, leaving only blurred shadows swaying in the air. The girl in white, clutching guilt and fear, ran through the dim, empty courtyard of the workhouse. Till she bumped into something hidden in the shadows, and cried out in pain. Ouch. You're not Mac or Lucy, who are you? You should be asking who you are, sneaking around at night, scaring people. Sorry, thought it was... Was what? It's the ghost? I thought it was the ghost of the workhouse. Ghost? Nonsense. I'll be honest with you, I'm not from this shitty place. I'm Jenkins and this is Brown. Weirdly open for random person you just met, but sure. You're looking for my sister. Name is Mason. Disappeared around here 2 weeks ago. You seen her? There've been many newcomers at the workhouse. I haven't recognized all of them. Think hard. About this tall, long hair, red ribbon with square M buckle. Mario? Comes for treatment sometimes. Never came home last time. Keeping her here to work? Patient? Sorry, I haven't seen any young female patients. Whatever. Didn't expect much anyway. You almost got me caught. That's on you. I'll take you to my secret base. Matron never enters the clock tower. She won't find you there. Ah, bright lights. Lucky bumping into you, I guess. Would have been dragged out by my hood otherwise. Don't say that. Everyone here is super nice. Just upset by the recent mishaps. Never mind that the, matron is apparently pocketing most of the cash to buy jewelry. I guess. I know you're close with the workhouse folks. I thought we were friends. Are we? Of course, I really enjoy spending time with you, Jenkins. Just like this. Eating candy and chatting. Why do you lie to your friend? Tell me the truth, I guess. I don't understand what you're saying. Found the ledger and student ID in that woman's office. I know she's selling people to mad doctors. She trusts you most, even lets you handle patients. You know something. Can you please tell me? I don't know. Girl mumbles, her voice fading. Her face is pale, as if suffering immense pain. Mythag excels at uncovering secrets. They will soon discover the truth. You can't live in shackles forever. It is interesting that this is kind of like... It borders on being a mystery series, which Eldritch Horror works well in mystery scenarios. Which, again, I'm probably going to compare it to CZN a lot, because they're both Slay the Spire inspired with a lot of... supposed to have a lot of Eldritch Horror. Though this series clearly understands Eldritch Horror a lot better than CZN does. That it's a lot more, it's a much more existential fear with the whole... You will be gone and no proof of your existence beyond maybe something built in your name, but it won't have your name on it. Will exist anymore if you die to this thing. Whereas CZN, it's kind of just, it's eldritch in that it's weird magic that can still be physically overcome with the right, abilities. And the right support. It's taking eldritch themes, but it's not really eldritch horror. As for the gameplay, hard to say so far. CZN is at a point where certain character builds, you just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Where, you OTK every time. Although certain of the bosses just ignore being OTK'd because they do, which is a really stupid thing they set up. I swear, the challenge fights are all dumb. I used to be able to almost do some of them, but then they nerfed the character who made it possible, so it leads me to believe they don't want those to actually be doable. Is the only explanation. Sorry, I'm ranting about something unrelated. Can't live in shackles forever.
Jenkin, if what's lost remains lost, does truth still matter?
Of course it matters. Nothing matters more than finding Sis. No, you're afraid of that woman. Why do you keep defending her? She's selling workers and hiding the ghost of the workhouse.
The ghost of the workhouse?
Yeah, it's the legend you told me about. Don't wander around on foggy nights, you'll be taken by a ghost with a knife.
That's just something I made up. It's too dangerous at night, I didn't want you running around.
Stop making excuses for Sarah. Already found the basement with a ghost and heard the sound of a knife. Is my sister inside? As basement leaves Jenkins' mouth, the last trace of color drains from Igus's face. Don't be frightened, Igus, as he will detect the crack in your heart. He? Follow the silver guidance, and its light will show you the way.
Jenkins, I'm sorry, I can't...
With tears in her eyes, Igus glances at Jenkin, then turns and climbs back up the clock tower, rushing down the stairs without hesitation.
Meow.
Igus, where are you going?
Meow.
Before she notices, mist appears in the workhouse. It comes so suddenly, shrouding everything in moisture, making all indistinct. Igus, damn it, how did this fog get inside? In the distant mist comes the sound of flesh swelling, and a faint, mist-soaked song. Charlie's tabby, fat and dear. Jenkin polishes her lantern, its faint glow feeble in the thick fog. Distant footsteps echo through the silent corridor, almost piercing. Who goes there? Show yourself, I'm armed, mind you! Air doesn't flow in the hallway, yet the flame flickers as if blown by wind. Footsteps grow closer. Brown's claws dig into Jenkins' shoulder, baring teeth and emitting a sharp hiss. As if triggered by Brown's voice, the footsteps suddenly quicken, heading straight for Jenkin. A dense shadow engulfs the faint light. The girl closes her eyes and screams loudly, but only feels mist rush at her face. A hand reaches from the darkness, landing precisely on Jenkins' shoulder. Yeah. What's wrong? Why is your face so pale? This is wax sculpture. Hang on. Is that a cut on his hand?
Rogers? Have you seen Igus?
Don't worry. Igus knows this workhouse well. He'll be fine. I understand. Foggy nights can be scary. Yeah. Rogers pushes the door open. Warm light pours out, dispelling the hallway's deep shadows. He picks up a finely crafted doll from the bed and smiles at the girl. How about a touch? You'll feel much better, and George will be happy. The doll's inorganic eyes reflect the lamp's yellow light, silently pleading. Touch me, please. Just one touch will do. That's not horrifying at all. Touch me and become my loyal companion. With a squeak, Brown's scream jolts Jenkin out of her daze. No thanks. I don't need fancy artists like you. Oh, my naive little mouse. In fact, beauty and art never differentiate between rich and poor, noble and humble. Encapsulating suffering within beauty is truly wonderful. Rogers gazes at the cautious girl and the gray mouse peeking from her hood, his eyes burning with irresistible desire. Maybe one day I'll turn you both into wax statues as well. How about naming it Brown and Jenkin? Okay, creepy as hell. Who killed Cock Robin? Cock? I almost wonder if Lotan's doing nothing and I should just have Celeste for tentacle damage. Da-da-da. Who killed Cock Robin? Like, I know it's a normal word, but it's gonna be fun. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I do believe we are returned. I apologize for the, reset there. There's Saribot. I don't know why Twitch has been fucking up like that for me lately. I'm fairly certain it's not on my end, because, like... Yeah, I mean, it is... I'm fairly certain it's not on my end. Because, like, I don't see my internet dying or anything. I did, however, see VTube Studio just fuck up immensely. Not sure what caused that. Not sure why that's still happening. I can't do much about it. One sec. Oh yeah, I accidentally forgot to pause while I was doing that, but it's fine. Fixing my capture a little. Okay. Per Jenkins' account, the ghost of the workhouse haunts the courtyard during fog nights, abducting victims. Investigator Anderson may be among them. No time to waste then. Let's head to the basement Jenkins mentioned now. Don't be rash. The entrance is near the matron's office. We'll wait deeper into the night and take action when Sarah is asleep. For that, let's rest and regain some strength. It's getting foggy. An unusually thick fog spreads around the area just as you speak. The mist, which should be light and floating, now clings to you like a heavy, sticky weight. Gross. In the thick fog, you hear singing. Old Charlie's tabby, fat and dear. Recognize this song from a dream. Oop. Body gradually stiffens, bones crackling with every movement. Each motion feels like forcing rusty gears in a mechanical puppet. Fine powder falls within your joints. One day just vanished, disappeared. Your eyelids feel leaden, forcing them shut. In the dark world, only thick fog swirls. No tabby where he looked anywhere. In the dark void, you stand alone. Above boundless skies, honey-colored eyes shed syrupy tears, gazing down. He cried and cried in deep despair, Birble. You remember the dying old man's struggle, and the thick black tear at the corner of his eyes. Till Charlie 2 was never there. Following instinct, you look up and softly ask the sky eyes that seem to speak. This isn't what you'd like to see, is it? The honey-colored eyes tremble and blink. Tears fall, landing on your cheek with a strong, sweet scent. In an instant, the singing stops and the darkness fades. You come back to your senses once more. You find the fog has grown somewhat thinner while you were lost.
Whoa.
The girl rushes over, recognizes you at close distance, and nervously clutches her teddy bear.
Sponsor, why are you here?
We appreciate your hospitality. Merely taking in the evening air. Is there an issue?
Foggy nights are dangerous and you should not wander outside or
what? Let me guess, we'll be taken, right? You know who the victims are and where they went, don't you? Aegis stands thunderstruck, trembling and shaking her head, speechless. Aegis, you're a good kid. Good kids shouldn't tell lies.
Hey?
Answer me, Aegis. Said we shouldn't wander around in the fog, so why are you here? Girl's hands clasp tightly together.
Please, ask no more.
Ramona, the fog is thickened again. It's interesting. The keeper, I guess, seemed to just know the words to cancel the taking effect. Is that something they just knew ahead of time, or is that some kind of training? In the fog, pairs of scarlet eyes light up, staring with no escape. Gift of kindness. Shadow of a child flickers pat. Yeah. Innocent return gift. White time.
出社戦闘命令を。私のすべてをかけて。引いて。任せて。
I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here. Or noticeably less. Healed up. Yep, those tentacles work. Let's see. Mirror. Start of each battle, shuffle a basic copy of the engraved card into the draw pile. Engraved copy and the copy it creates have retained. I don't need that on a defense. Finesse. Draw a card when you play it. At a 1 cost, that's kind of worth it. Yeah, for a 1 cost, that's a little worth it. Chase the shadow forward, suddenly stepping into a shallow pool. Colorless liquid soaked over your shoes, sending a chill through. Voice spoke in the water. You wouldn't want to find out. Yeah, just take the sigils. Who's speaking? Look down and see a blurry reflection. Wears the same clothes as you, but holds a knife, smiling at you. Creepy. White time.
カレンは選んでください。パーティーあるところにカレンありです。
いや。
はい。
私に任せ。
Actually, this wouldn't have been a terrible silent fealty. Give them weakness. That'll help a lot, along with the heal. Yep. Poison and now... Yep, poisoned. It worked. What is this? Played, first gain 3 temporary strength, then resolve the card's effects. Oh, cool. Played, gain 4 counter. Deal true damage to all enemies equal to 25% of your counter. Or... Grave card has exhaust and innate. So you play it immediately and it... Played, it takes effect 1 extra time, you receive 5 black sigils. Oh. Well... Just first turn, just get that for free. Junction, like, I have good healing. I'll rouse. Mark. Has no lens. Turn start, draw a card. Start the battle, shuffle an insight into your deck. Each battle increases the number of insight cards shuffle. Okay, yeah. Ton of draw. Oh.
出社戦闘命令良い夢を
A little bit. Make you weak. You.
甘いわ
Yeah.
まだ続ける
Missile obsession.
帰る
The current. This will almost for sure kill. Insight.
海の狂気に気をつけて
Silent fealty.
あなたの祈り
Undying bird of paradise.
はい
Die. Tentacle poisoning. Fun. Yeah, combine her thing that poisons them whenever they take tentacle damage with the other one who can deal tentacle damage basically on command. It's pretty good. More poison with this. That's pretty good. What else we got? Played, gain a strength after its effect resolves. That's not bad either, but I actually kind of don't rely on strength. What's for this one? Played, recover in arithmetica. Oh. That's really good. So on its second turn, it still costs nothing, but I can use it for free as just a 0... Yeah, that's really good. Just extra arithmetica. Plot. Monsters will have D marks on their bodies, and looks as if they were sewn on. Ramona taps her brooch twice. Erica, initiate search protocol for Stitched D mark. Keyword matched, Stitched D mark, with a total of 37 related incidents. Event keywords, Malignant Organization Activity, the Sculptors Association. Ah, and there's a wax sculptor here. Yeah, he did it. Sculptors Association? They're a group of lunatics calling themselves Pygmalion, obsessed with biological modification. Several clashes with them in towns outside Londinium. Pygmalion? For those who may not be aware, Pygmalion is the sculptor of Greek myth who crafted the statue Galatea, he loved this statue so much and put such care into it. The goddess Aphrodite actually brought the statue to life. And he married the statue. And there's different versions for how it turns out from there, whether or not it simply ends there and they're happy, or she has some kind of, like, she remains stone, but they're happy regardless. It is still considered one of the few usually happy Greek stories. Like, it's not a tragedy. And the Pygmalion effect of people being attracted to inanimate objects is named for him. Their East District infiltration demands heightened alertness, particularly for individuals wielding scalpels. Fucked up, if true. Event. Rather familiar voice calls out to you. You squint, but you can't quite make out the figure. I know you're in a hurry, says Dr. Clementine cheerfully. Promise not to take up too much of your time. 2 hands reach through the mist in your mind, each holding a medical record. One thick and worn, the other thin and pristine. Based on your questionnaire results, I took the liberty of preparing a medical record for you. However, I seem to have forgotten which one belongs to you. Why don't you choose? For some reason, the thin medical record exudes a familiar aura, subtly resonating with a mental connection between you and the figure. Then I'll take the thin one. You take the thin medical record and open it to find a single sheet of paper inside, with only one sentence written on it. In the eternal sea of chaos, a pale, pupilless eye watches endlessly. Or you could ask, Clementine's figure was already gone. Leave, rouse and awake her, but it developed the symptom hysteria. I don't know what that means, but sounds terrible. Do your rouse. It's very cheap, and it gains a tentacle. Hysteria. Gain 1 arithmetica. Let's see what else it does. Adds 1 symptom hysteria to the discard pile. Cannot be sold. Okay, that's not so bad. But I need to avoid getting a second symptom card. Amazing lighting device dispels the black mist around it. Mist surrounding it fluctuates rhythmically as if disturbed by its breath. Expand current vision. Cool. Fight time. Da-da-da.
回って回って。
今よ。
Okay, I get to tutor out 3 cards straight to my hand with this. I'll take the insight, honestly. Some rouse. Lost City of Lemuria. I should have struck, not defense. That was foolish. Lots of tentacles, though. I like tentacles. She's a triple tutor. That is really good. And the city is lost. Ain't so lost anymore. How much could I poison this guy, do you think? Let's go ahead and build you, because you actually have a hard time building meter. And tentacles. Boom. Yeah, I like tentacle poison build. I like it. I like the idea of me just sitting back while the enemy dies to stuff I did elsewhere. What is this? 2 temporary strength down on all enemies. That's pretty good. If I'm playing... If I want defense, then I want the enemy to be dealing less damage. Yeah, I think that's good. Don't have enough to get this. What's this? Strike inflicts 2 stacks of poison on all enemies. Yeah, easy peasy. Why would I ever not? Okay. Mist ahead was illuminated by a tiny object, resembling a shard of glass or crystal. Countless colors, both vivid and dim, swirling inside. I need to avoid taking a second thing for the achievement. That is a really... Arcana Relic is really good, but... These are both actually really good, too. I'll just store it carefully. As a protection... That is the projection of memory. Ramona explained to you. May belong to a certain person. Maybe a shared memory of several people. Precious memories deserve careful gathering. Or guarding. Illusion. Okay, they do let you come back to the shop. Blurry faces suddenly appear, surrounding you and moaning desperately with non-existent vocal cords. No thanks. I can't go to the glow... Okay, so I'll have to come back here to get the friggin... And either do the achievement now or get the or get the silver now. So it's... I have to do this twice no matter what. That's lame. Highest alert. Do-do-do. Missile Obsession is really good. Just having tutors forever.
海の狂気に気をつけて。はい。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
Da da da.
良い夢を。
Because I haven't taken the damage yet, so I kind of don't want to use this yet. Feeding insight into my hand seems busted. Yeah, her ability alone makes her really ridiculously strong. Get poisoned, stupid. A lot of poison, hell yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, did you hit me? Didn't work. Get his ass. This for free shield, essentially. Poison, you have no strength. You can do this to make it so you have even less. Yeah, now you can't even get past my shield. Tentacles and a lot of poison. I like this. I don't know how well this team will work at higher levels, but it works okay now. That's good enough for me. Situation is contained. Ramona turns to the terrified girl, who trembles too much to speak. She gently rolls up Aigis' sleeve, revealing shocking stitches stark against her fair wrist. Aigis, they conducted the same experiments on you. They bound you and forcibly performed surgery, implanting some foreign objects, right?
It was...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
The intense light made it hard to keep her eyes open. Aigis tried but failed to control her eyelids. Cold metal immobilized the muscles around her eyes. She watched helplessly as the white-robed man approached, scalpel in hand.
No, Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah!
The blade leaves a silver trail as the hand moves.
Miss Sarah, Tiog, help me, no!
The blade drew nearer until it consumed her vision. In that instant... Jesus. Aigis trembles, a shuddering scream of terror rising from her throat. As if summoned, a mysterious psychologist appears silently behind her.
Something troubles you, little Aigis? Wanna tell Dr. Clementine?
Dr. Clementine? Midnight workhouse visits hardly constitute standard medical practice. Explain yourself.
Don't be alarmed. There's been some unrest in the workhouse. Mr. Rogers is concerned about the workers' and children's mental state. So he hired me to help.
Not good.
I occasionally spend the night in the workhouse, just in a room near the children's.
Aigis, do you know this lady? Clementine's arrival pulls the girl from her memories. She nods in affirmative response.
She's been my little guest since my first day here in the workhouse. Sharing your troubles is one way to heal the mind, and I happen to be a very professional listener.
Scrutinizing gaze sweeps over everyone's faces before fixing on you.
No thanks. We have other matters to attend to. What a shame. If you change your mind, you're always welcome to our journey of self-discovery. Let's go, Aigis.
Aigis holds Clementine's hand and walks silently away. Aigis, where are you going?
Sorry, Dr. Clementine can help me.
I don't think she's trying to. Saying that, the girl tugs Clementine's sleeve, something she rarely did. With silent urging, they disappear through the workhouse door. I guess. Wonder what secret she's hiding. The fog is dissipating. Should rest before we delve into the basement with Jenkin.
よくやったわ。まだ戦える？
Is it just random who shows up for this? Because you are not my MVP. Case closed. Keep a level 4. Another resonance. Oh, you need a... I need more of it to activate this. Sets arithmetica cost to 1 seems quite good, so I think I'll actually hold off to get that. Did I unlock anything? Yeah, more silver for leveling up. When am I playing 15 cards in a single turn? Love that. Ori no Tan! I mean, I guess better path planning. Okay, let's... You up to level 10? I think I want to level you up too, so your cards might do an actual amount of damage at some point. Might be useful. I didn't mind, actually. Yeah, potion tempering. Let's try this. Why not? Alright, team's average level 4 is lower than the recommended level 5. I think I'll be okay. This will give me the tools necessary to do that. Ah, Echoes of Lost Shadow. Cool. Alright, I don't have Rouse here. I don't know why I thought that would work. Da-da-da.
海の狂気に気をつけて。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
Insufit. Oh, I guess I do.
あなたの祈り、聞き届けた。
I probably should have picked someone else. Well, I got a tentacle, actually, so...
砕けなさい。
Yeah, tentacles work. And yeah, they'll all die this turn. From the poison. Yeah, no, that still worked. Just getting the extra tentacle was probably good.
よくやったわ。まだ戦える？
Nice job, me. Get some silver for my efforts of doing it so well. Up to level 9. Gonna reach Keeper level 25 to even start upgrading this stuff. That's... wow. They want you deep in before they start explaining some of the mechanics here. Da-da-da, reenact, yeah. New in the store? This thing? Badges. Ah! Let's do that at least a little bit more. This one, I think oh yeah, I'm not even high enough thing level to do that. Oh, it's free. Okay. Alright, so farming in this game is fast as hell. Praise the Lord. Let's get Ramona. Yeah, Ramona. I like Ramona. Assignments. Oh yeah, I have to do that to even unlock assignments, of course. Get resonance more times to get through that. I'll get free stuff for it. Let's do a little bit more of this. More purple, so I'm gonna jump through it. Mind Barrier. After Exalt, gain shield equal to 16% of the wielder's defense. Critical point. Dealing damage to the wielder's crit rate. Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. Yep, if it's nothing interesting. Duty's Gravitas. Meh. Another one of that. Purple. Severin Scar. Two of them, actually. Land of Non-Existence. Add one defense. Oh yeah, that seems just bad. Wielder's Strike causes the target enemy to lose temporary strength equal to 10% of the wielder's attack. Which seems okay. Damage amp on it. Genius Keeper 2. Does that mean I got a character? No, I think it means I spent enough silver. Or ascended things enough. Master of Uncertainty. There we go, that one's the character one. Who is you? Tychus.
思い出したぞ。汚い人間の血のせいで僕は生まれ変われなかった。
Oh, a deep one.
なぜだ？僕のエラはなぜ動かない？
An actual, honest-to-God Shadows over Innsmouth character. Lovely. Hand of Oblivion. Start of Expiration, add a strike of the wielder to the deck, increase the base damage of the wielder's strike by 22%. See, that's a bit better than the inverse. Because, like, I can see the person... I can see any deck that actually wants to run a lot of strikes, because they benefit from it, actually benefiting from this card. Alright, what do you do? Okay, restore 7 HP, dispel weakness, apply stack of vulnerable to all enemies, tentacle damage plus 5... Not temporary, just plus 5. Counter plus 5. For the start of the next turn, for each attack taken, command one tentacle to counterattack. Counterattacking tentacles? Oh my god. You might have a place in my team. Actually, over the maid if I go full on the tentacle side of this. Just poison supplementing tentacles rather than the other way around. 4 damage, which enjoys a 2% counter bonus. Okay, so he scales off counter. So having all... It seems like each of these characters can fit into particular alternative niches, or you can put them all together to do the tentacle niche. That's kind of fun. Alright, his Rouse, Metamorphosis. 25 Alimus, obtain a tentacle. Now replays a card, restore 3 HP, gain 3 stacks of counter, retain. 9 shield, till the start of next turn, counter and tentacle counter trigger an additional 1 time, dealing 50% damage, obtain a strength. Yeah, tentacle countering. I think tentacle's just kind of the game plan I like. Where things just happen at the end of each turn. 4 damage, gain an equivalent, equal amount of counter, showing a tentacle damage bonus. So yeah. I think I like that character. But Unak, where am I missing? I think just Sangha now. Goliath doesn't really do much tentacle stuff other than his Exalt gives a tentacle. What does Sangha do? Curious now. Okay. Shield, 9 to all enemies, increased by 3 for every point of shield. There's additional 1% crit rate, crit damage bonus, extra instance of damage in boss battles. Shield. Okay. Rouse, tentacle count +1, that's good. Shield generation caused by Sangha. Each time, tentacle damage +1. She increases tentacle damage and tentacle count. They're both good. Oh, she has a default card that gives tentacle. Aftershock. Triggers when discarded. Gain amount of alien mist equal to the current tentacle count. So, that's high cost, so it's actually kind of hard to use that, but gaining tentacle is really strong. Having a card that can just gain tentacle... Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think your whole counter shtick, because that is still in line with all the other stuff I do.
武器が手に馴染んできた。
Like, just having damage happen regardless of me doing things.
こんなことで僕が感謝すると思うなよ。僕の種族。
Try this Rose script. Baron, you actually end up not doing that much poison. Let's try the tentacle style. Let's see, I know I have a counter thing in here somewhere. Here it is. Counters increase 6%. Defense grants temporary counter equal to wielder's defense. Yeah. Counter and better counter and more ways to get it. I doubt this is going to be difficult, but
血脈の力がみなぎってくる。君が僕の体内にいる。知っている。
I also dig with the whole tentacle aesthetic just in general.
Umi no Ghotiに気をつけて。
良い夢を。
Do. Deep current. These why not? Magnificence of the Eternal Kingdom.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
潮時だ。
前へ。
Yep. I think this setup might work okay.
まだ戦える？
I gel with the general aesthetic of water. Surprise, surprise. But I also gel with the mechanic. This feels tailor-made for how I'd play. For how I like to play RPGs. Whereas like, no, I didn't do anything. You died because you attacked me. Thorns damage, like, damage over time. I love that shit. Level 5, so I get 10 more pure cores. Awesome. And I get Proto-Paradise thing. Which is also cool. Okay. I think this is an okay place to drop off for today. I have an actual, like, semi-working team, at least for the early game. I'm sure later on these guys will not keep up. But this whole tentacle scenario, I enjoy it. I like it. You know, it's probably just for the sake of how much of this stuff I need to have. We just, like, split this across these two. Because I gain this stuff back over time, so I should spend it if I'm at max or over. Oh, and plus... Oh yeah, this started up. Not buying stuff, but thanks for the freebies. I don't know why this is still highlighted. I shot up in, like, player level by doing that. Huh? Oh, and Lighten activation can greatly enhance command card effects of Awakeners. Lighten level 7 unlocks Over-Exaltation, granting additional effects when Awakeners enter Exalt. Lighten level 11 and 15 increase the level cap of Awakeners by 5 levels. What is this about? Guard Ramona. Okay, so I can do her. Queen's Sword deals +1 instance of damage, gains temporary strength equal to 2.5% of attack each time with each damage dealt. Effect scales with Queen's Sword skill level. Discarded, obtain an equal amount of keyflip. Alright, cool. Buffed her up. She is still on the team. Yeah, get more of them to get their shards. Though, increasing their level cap off that may be a problem later. But, I'm digging MORIMENS. I like the small-scale Eldritch Horror they're doing for this first thing. But I'm gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. Always, thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Well, bye, YouTube.